Okay, folks, so I put the tarts in the oven about 8 minutes ago, and it's time to, actually about 10 minutes ago, it's time to turn them. Alright, this is exactly right. See how we got just a touch of color around the edges on a few of them? But on the other side, they still look a little melty and raw. This is what I'm looking for at this point. So I'm going to turn these.
Hey, John.
180.
John, bring it over so that people can see it up close, just so that they get an idea what it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. Alright, so while these take their last few minutes to bake, I also poured out some flake coconut onto a pan. I'm going to bake this along with. It's only going to take a few minutes to put a little toasty brown on the top surface of this. Notice I have a pile, and then I have some that's thin. Okay? I'll explain that in a few minutes. Okay. Alright, folks. I believe these are ready. They should be. And they are. You got a nice rim of golden brown around the edges. See that? Very nice. Okay. So we'll set these off to the side. Let them cool. Here's my coconut. I'm going to turn it. Needs just another minute or two. And then we'll be done with the oven. So give us just a moment. Alright, folks. So the next step in our project, we are going to make some filling for our tart shells. So I've just got a package of vanilla pudding right here. It's the small box. You can find it at the grocery store in your baking aisle there. So normally the box calls for 2 cups of milk. We're going to use whole milk, and we're just going to use 1 1/3 cups. So we'll use considerably less milk for the amount that it says to make pudding. So we'll put the milk in. We'll give it a little shot of this coconut extract here.
Hey, John, is
half
this
a capful.
Instant pudding?
Yes, instant pudding. Thank you for asking, actually. Yeah. This is not the cook and serve type. It's the instant. So we're just going to take a whisk it all together here till we see no lumps.
Yeah, at the age of 5, I tried to make pudding, and it was the cook style.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
The worst part about it was I tried to use water.
Water? Oh, good Lord.
We were out of milk. At 5 years old, I'm like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, you really wanted that pudding, huh?
Yeah, I ended up with like chocolate syrup or something. And my mother goes, Daniel, what did you do? I'm like, trying to make pudding with water. That's the kind of cook. Number 2, you need milk.
All right, so we're going to let this sit in the fridge for a couple minutes, and it's going to firm up. Okay, so just a moment. All right, so that took about a whole 3 minutes in the fridge. So here we are right back at you again. Okay, so we're nice and firm and solid. Because we use less milk, it sets right up. All right, so here's our shells. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, okay, remember folks when I was talking about the coconut here, notice on the thick spot it's very light, and around the edges it's nice and dark. So what we want to do is just lift this up like so. This way you get a nice contrast. You don't want all dark, but you certainly want to show that it's toasted. It tastes best when it's toasted, by the way. So basically I'm just mixing it up a bit. And any of these chunks here, I want to break apart. Okay. And basically I just want to mix it up so it's consistent. Okay. Alright. There we go. So now, here's the fun part. We're going to take some of our tarts out here. So these go here. See how easy they pop right out? Man, these go here, these go here. Like so.
Yeah, if you didn't grease it, that would not be the story.
They would not be popping out like that. Okay? So then here we got another shape here. We'll put some of these in. Okay? Look at this. Notice how much thicker this one is than this one. You can tell.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway. Alright, so let's take some of our custard here. You don't need too much. Just a nice little spoonful here. You don't want too much. Now, we're just going to take and we're going to top that off with the coconut.
Shake, shake.
A little shaky shake. And there you go. Now notice that this custard isn't completely set up yet. It's still a little bit loose. And that's good because then it'll finally, when it does its final setup, it'll be congealed right to the shell, which will be nice. Okay. And it's, it's a touchy feeling. You gotta feel how much you want to put in. If you put more in, then, they're going to be nice and yummy. If you're more like the crispy shell, then you'd put a little less custard in, I guess, so that you get more of the shell flavor, the crunch. I could also be using a pastry bag to do this. Okay. Isn't that nice? Mm-hmm. And I tell you what, nice, spring or summer evening. If you want to have one of these with maybe a strawberry on the side, tell you. If you're having some folks over, you want to have a nice little dinner party for your friends, this is just the perfect thing to make. It's nice and refreshing.
It's not too heavy.
Not heavy at all, They definitely look homemade,
You could probably pair this with like a dessert wine. Or would that
I'm
be
sure
too
you
sweet?
could, yeah. I mean, if you're into that kind of thing. I'm not really too much of a wine connoisseur, so to speak.
Oh, I get that. I'm just thinking of the folks at home that might be.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously. So.
Well, I will try this recipe, and I'm going to get some ice wine, and I'm going to pair it to see what it's like.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go.
Because the Finger Lakes, they have some excellent ice wines.
Uh-huh.
Because the temperatures here get cold enough where the grape freezes.
Okay.
Ice wine is very expensive because it takes a whole grape to get a drop of juice.
Oh, my goodness.
So when you get one of these 750s, that's a lot.
That's a lot of grapes, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But when you taste it, it's got that unique, crisp flavor of the iciness.
Okay.
And it's just a really, really neat flavor.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, I'll bring some over so you can just try a little shot of it.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, it is.
Okay. Almost done here. You notice what I did there? I had it all on the side, kind of like this here.
Yeah.
And I put the coconut on and I kind of pushed it into its place.
Yeah, you can do that.
Hey, whatever works, make them look right. Point is you don't have to fuss and make everyone perfect. They end up being perfect on their own anyway,
Right.
So, we'll set this off to the side. All right, well, these are pretty much ready to enjoy.
Okay.
So, I guess we can give one a go here. Now, when these sit, the shell is going to absorb some moisture, and it's going to get, it's going to soften a bit. Okay, so you don't really want to make these too far in advance, but to enjoy one of these right now means that we're definitely going to get a very, very crispy shell, which means it's going to be, it's going to crack a little bit. It's going to be absolutely delicious. The contrast between the crunch of the shell against the custard and the coconut flavor, and then you got the chewiness of the coconut. These are going to be wonderful. like I said, the longer they sit, the more moisture the shell is going to capture out of the custard. And, that's what happens. So, don't let them sit too long. Got to enjoy them quick.
That's my favorite part.
You ready?
Yeah, I am.
Why don't you grab one there? I'm going to take this guy, this little one here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, yeah. That's good. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Toasting the coconut definitely did it.
Doesn't that make it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're a little sloppy right now because of the crispness of the shell. But that's okay.
I'll eat messy, I don't mind.
Wow. Very yummy. What do you think? You like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically, you got your shell here. A little golden brown on the bottom. You don't have too much custard. I don't like them where there's too much custard. I like the shell, But
that's just like the
you got
perfect
that
amount
nice
of
balance. It's a balance,
Yeah, it's the perfect amount of putting in with the shell.
Well, the key is to make them many times so that you get really good at it. Right? All right. Well, folks, I really hope you've enjoyed our video.
I did.
Hope you learned something, and if you didn't, hope you were at least mildly entertained. Anyway, don't forget to bake with love and passion, because everything tastes better when you do. So, God bless, and happy baking.